Hi, I'm Stephen Clayton, and thanks so much for taking the time to check out our new version of Niche Blueprint, version 2.0. Here we are at the start of a new year again. It's a time for planning and setting goals, and I'd like to ask you a question. How much do you need to be able to quit your job and work for yourself? Is it $50,000 a year? Is it $100,000 a year? $50,000 a year is about 1 to 2 sales per day, and 100 is about 2 to 4 sales per day with the Niche Blueprint system. This is ridiculously attainable. I've seen it happen time and time again with ourselves and our customers. Think about what's at stake here. Think about this opportunity. If there's even a remote chance that you can be one of these folks, and I'm telling you, it's not rocket science here, right? You don't have a remote chance. You have a reasonable expectation of making a great income here. Don't you owe it to yourself to give it a try? Particularly when there's nothing at all to risk. I just continue to be amazed at the number of people who violate the #1 rule of being successful. Showing up. That's it. Half the battle, maybe more, is just showing up. So in front of you right now with Niche Blueprint 2.0, you've got another opportunity to just show up. Okay, so we've determined that we have this incredible opportunity, right? So why haven't you done it or everybody else done it before? Well, online businesses can be hard, right? You need an email list, or you need to be a great copywriter, you need to be a web designer, you need to be an expert in pay-per-click, and yeah, even if you're an expert in pay-per-click, you need tons of money for campaigns, or you need to be an expert in search engine optimization to get the free traffic. And what the heck is search engine optimization anyway? Geez, it's a little overwhelming, right? So why am I up here saying how easy and attainable this is? Well, because we made sure you didn't have to worry about all that stuff in Niche Blueprint 2.0. You don't have to worry about any of those issues at all, okay? Our goal was to give you a complete and total package of everything you need to be successful to avoid all those issues I just talked about and concentrating on creating a real business. Not just loopholes and tricks within Google that can make money for 5 minutes and then go away, but a real business that has real value, that can make you enough money to be working for yourself, or it can be sold like a real business can, like $173,000 for a bird.
Obviously, if you're going to make money online, if you're going to have an e-commerce site like Niche Blueprint, you need to find a niche where you can compete. And here we are. And it comes back and it shows us all the different keywords where people are selling physical goods online that have anything to do with baby. And maybe we want to just sort these based on the monthly searches in descending order so that we can find the big ones. Okay? Now, what we're trying to do with Discover Niches is one of two things. We can either just discover a niche that we want to play in, like for example, baby clothing, right? Because it gets a ton of searches. But that's probably not the keyword that we're going to go after because there's too many competing pages, and it would probably be unreasonable to think that we could compete for just baby clothing. But it is a niche that we have found right here. And obviously we can take that to our keyword research and we can find other keywords that we could probably enter into this niche. Because let's face it, folks, it's unlikely that you're going to enter in a niche or find a niche and sell something online that no one else is selling. That's probably unreasonable. Almost everything that could be sold is being sold already. And frankly, if it's not being sold online, you probably don't even want to go near it because there may not be a market for it. It's too risky. We want a sure thing. We want something that's already making money, but that we can get our little piece of the pie from, okay? And so baby clothing, while that may not be the keyword, it's certainly a huge niche, as we can tell from the number of monthly searches. And we can use baby clothing and we can go find other keywords that we could enter into that niche. But we can also use Discover Niches to be a little more sophisticated. Okay. So let's see, we want to look at just the very low competition. Okay, so let's get rid of baby. And let's say that we just want to look at pages that have competing, or we want to look at keyword phrases and things that are being sold online where there's only 10,000 competing phrases. Okay, and then we're already sorted in descending order for monthly searches, and so here we go. Now we're looking at only keywords that have ridiculously low competition. I mean, like almost zero. And we are looking at monthly searches that are, very, very high. I mean, look at Scooby-Doo toys as an example. Gets, more than 1,000 searches a day and has crazy, crazy low competition. Okay, I mean, really low. You could probably compete for that in an hour. And again, that's probably only a very small exaggeration. But you can imagine looking through this list. Huge number of searches, ridiculously low competition. These are not only niches, these are keywords. Okay, let's try something else. Let's say that we want to go after just the huge search volumes, okay? Let's say we only want to look at something that gets more than, say, 2,000 searches a day, so 60,000 searches a volume. And then let's say